Welcome to Stoic Core, where we delve into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and uncover its relevance in today's world. In this episode, we're exploring how Stoic ethics can guide us in living a virtuous life and making ethical decisions amidst contemporary moral dilemmas. Let's dive in. Introduction to Stoic Ethics. Stoicism, founded in the early 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium, teaches us that the path to a good life is through virtue. The Stoics believe that virtue is the only true good, and that living in accordance with nature and reason leads to happiness and fulfillment. This philosophy remains incredibly relevant, offering us a framework for ethical living in our modern society. Stoic ethics is built on the foundation of understanding what is within our control and what is not. By focusing on our own actions and attitudes, we can cultivate a life of virtue and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics taught that external events are beyond our control, but our reactions to these events are within our power. This fundamental distinction forms the basis of a Stoic's approach to ethics and life. Core principles of Stoic ethics. At the heart of Stoic ethics are 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are not abstract concepts, but practical guidelines that we can apply in our everyday lives. Let's break down each one and explore how they can be applied in our daily lives. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to discern what is truly valuable and make sound judgments. In our fast-paced world, wisdom helps us navigate the overwhelming amount of information and make informed decisions. It's about knowing what we can control and what we can't, focusing our efforts on what truly matters. Application of wisdom. For instance, in the workplace, wisdom guides us to prioritize tasks that align with our values and long-term goals, rather than getting bogged down by trivial matters. It also helps us to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity, understanding that our response is within our control, even if the circumstances are not. Wisdom also plays a crucial role in our personal lives. It allows us to build meaningful relationships by recognizing the importance of empathy, active listening, and thoughtful communication. By understanding the perspectives of others, we can navigate conflicts more effectively, foster deeper connections. In modern society, wisdom also involves the critical evaluation of information. With the proliferation of misinformation and biased content, the ability to discern credible sources and make informed decisions is more important than ever. Wisdom empowers us to question, analyze, and seek truth amidst the noise. Courage. Courage is the strength to face our fears and stand up for what is right, even when it's difficult. In modern society, courage manifests as the willingness to speak out against injustice, take risks for personal growth, and confront our own shortcomings. Application of courage. Consider the courage required to address ethical issues in the workplace, such as standing up against unethical practices or advocating for fair treatment of colleagues. It also involves the courage to pursue our true passions and make life changes that align with our authentic selves, despite societal pressures or fear of failure. Courage is not just about grand gestures. It can also be seen in everyday action. It takes courage to admit when we are wrong, to apologize sincerely, and to forgive others. It takes courage to set boundaries and to stand by our principles, even when it's uncomfortable. For example, imagine a scenario where you witness a colleague being treated unfairly. Courage means speaking up, even if it puts you at risk of alienation or backlash. It's about doing what is right, not what is easy. In personal growth, courage might mean leaving a secure job to pursue a passion, facing uncertainty with the belief that living authentically is worth the risk. Justice. Justice is the commitment to fairness and treating others with respect and kindness. Stoics believe that we are all part of a larger community and that our actions should contribute to the common good. Application of justice. In today's world, justice can be seen in our efforts to promote equality and inclusivity, whether it's in our personal relationships or within larger societal structures. It involves advocating for policies that ensure fair treatment and opportunities for all, and holding ourselves accountable to act with integrity in our interaction. Justice also extends to how we treat ourselves. Practicing self-compassion and acknowledging our own worth are essential aspects of living justly. By treating ourselves with the same fairness and kindness we extend to others, we can cultivate a healthier and more balanced sense of self. Justice in modern society also means actively working against systemic injustices. This might involve supporting movements for social change, volunteering for causes that promote equality, or simply being an ally to those who face discrimination. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and striving to create a fairer, more equitable world. Temperance. Temperance is the practice of self-control and moderation. It teaches us to manage our desires and impulses, ensuring that we don't overindulge or act recklessly. Application of temperance. In our daily lives, temperance can help us maintain a healthy work-life balance, manage our consumption of media and technology, and make mindful choices about our diet and lifestyle. It's about finding the right balance and living a life of moderation, free from excess and addiction. Practicing temperance also involves setting realistic goals and managing our time effectively. By avoiding the extremes of overworking or underachieving, we can create a more sustainable and fulfilling way of living. In the context of consumer culture, temperance means making thoughtful choices about what we buy and consume. It's about valuing quality over quantity and seeking satisfaction in experiences and relationships rather than material possessions. This not only leads to a more fulfilling life, but also contributes to the well-being of the planet by reducing waste and promoting sustainability. Stoic ethics in contemporary moral dilemmas. Now, let's explore how these Stoic virtues can guide us in navigating some of the ethical dilemmas we face in contemporary society. Digital privacy and information ethics. In an age of digital information, we are constantly faced with ethical decisions about privacy and data security. Applying Stoic wisdom, we can discern the importance of protecting our personal information and respecting the privacy of others. Courage empowers us to stand against unethical data practices, while justice ensures that our actions contribute to a fair and secure digital environment. For example, when using social media platforms, we should be mindful of the information we share and understand the potential implications of our digital footprint. Practicing temperance in our online interactions can help us avoid oversharing and maintain a level of privacy that aligns with our value. Furthermore, as consumers and professionals, we should demand transparency from companies regarding their data policies and advocate for stronger privacy protections. By doing so, we contribute to a digital environment where individual rights are respected and protected. Environmental responsibility. Climate change and environmental degradation present significant ethical challenges. Stoic justice calls us to act in ways that benefit the planet and future generations. Temperance helps us to moderate our consumption and reduce waste, while wisdom guides us to make sustainable choices and advocate for policies that protect the environment. One way to apply Stoic principles in this context is by making conscious decisions about our lifestyle choices, such as reducing plastic use, supporting sustainable brands, and conserving energy. By taking small, consistent actions, we can contribute to a larger movement towards environmental responsibility. For instance, choosing to reduce meat consumption or to travel using more environmentally friendly methods are practical ways to exercise temperance. Additionally, supporting legislation and policies aimed at combating climate change reflects a commitment to justice. Social media and authenticity. Social media has transformed how we interact, often blurring the lines between reality and perception. Stoic ethics encourage us to cultivate authenticity and integrity online. Wisdom helps us discern meaningful content from superficial noise. Courage allows us to be our true selves despite societal pressures, and temperance guides us in using social media in a balanced and healthy way. We can practice authenticity by sharing content that reflects our true values and experiences, rather than succumbing to the pressure of presenting a curated image. By engaging with others in a genuine and respectful manner, we can foster more meaningful connections and contribute positively to the online community. Moreover, it's essential to apply wisdom in evaluating the impact of social media on our mental health. By setting boundaries on our usage and curating our feeds to include content that inspires and uplifts us, we can use these platforms more mindfully and constructively. Professional ethic. In our professional lives, ethical challenges can arise in many forms, from conflicts of interest to corporate responsibility. Applying Stoic virtues, we can navigate these dilemmas with integrity. Wisdom helps us make informed decisions. Courage empowers us to take ethical stands. Justice ensures fair treatment of all stakeholders. And temperance helps us balance our professional ambitions with ethical consideration. For instance, if faced with a situation where a company's actions conflict with our personal values, we can use wisdom to assess the situation, courage to voice our concerns, and justice to advocate for ethical practice. Temperance helps us maintain our professional boundaries and avoid compromising our principles, short-term gains. Additionally, in leadership roles, applying Stoic ethics means fostering a culture of transparency, fairness, and accountability. It involves making decisions that consider the well-being of employees, customers, and the broader community, rather than solely focusing on profit. Personal relationships and integrity. In our personal relationships, Stoic ethics guide us to act with honesty, respect, and compassion. Wisdom helps us understand and appreciate different perspectives. Courage enables us to address conflicts constructively, and justice ensures that we treat others fairly and kindly. Temperance helps us manage our emotions and impulses, fostering healthier and more balanced relationships. Building strong, ethical relationships involves practicing active listening, setting healthy boundaries, and being consistent in our actions and words. By embodying these virtues, we can create a supportive and nurturing environment for ourselves and those around us. For example, in romantic relationships, practicing temperance helps us manage our emotions and avoid reactive behavior. Wisdom allows us to see our partner's perspective and navigate disagreements constructively. Courage enables us to have difficult conversations and address issues openly, while justice ensures that we treat our partner with fairness and respect. Practical exercises for ethical living. Let's now discuss some practical exercises that can help us incorporate Stoic ethics into our daily lives. 1. Daily reflection. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on your actions and decisions. Ask yourself whether they align with the Stoic virtues and how you can improve. Journaling these reflections can provide valuable insights and track your progress over time. Journaling. Keep a journal to document your thoughts, challenges, and progress in living a virtuous life. This can help you gain clarity and stay accountable. You can start by writing about a specific virtue each day and how you practiced or struggled with it. 3. Meditation. Practice mindfulness meditation to cultivate inner peace and self-awareness. This can help you stay grounded and make more thoughtful decisions. Focus on your breath and observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing yourself to develop a deeper sense of calm and clarity. 4. Acts of kindness. Engage in small acts of kindness and fairness towards others. This can reinforce the virtue of justice and foster a sense of community. Simple gestures like helping a neighbor, volunteering, or expressing gratitude can make a significant impact. 5. Mindful consumption. Be mindful of your consumption habit, whether it's media, food, or resources. Practice temperance by choosing quality over quantity and avoiding excess. Evaluate your spending and consumption patterns and make conscious decisions that align with your values. 6. Stoic reading and study. Engage with Stoic texts and teachings regularly. Reading works by Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca can deepen your understanding of Stoic principles and inspire you to live more virtuously. 7. Visualization exercises. Use visualization techniques to prepare for challenging situations. Imagine how a Stoic sage would handle a particular dilemma and try to emulate that approach in real life. Conclusion. Stoic ethics offer a timeless framework for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. By cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can navigate the complexities of modern society with integrity and grace. Remember, path to a good life begins with our choices and actions. Thank you for joining us on Stoic Core. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and its relevance in today's world. Stay virtuous, and see you next time.